Hey, this is Rashad Farrow with Universal Unity, Love I Am. I made a short not too long ago talking about our thoughts, talking about where our thoughts come from. And I felt that I wanted to go a little deeper into that and talk about how our thoughts actually materialize into the reality that we live on a day-to-day basis, whether that be beneficial, whether that be something that we would deem good in our life, or the negative circumstances that we encounter on a day-to-day basis. So in the short specifically, I talked about how your thoughts, the thoughts you receive, the thoughts that you are most of the time aware of, the ones that you catch and identify with, are usually the thoughts that resonate with the frequency in which you are vibrating at. So, we have 7 chakras. We'll stick with the 7 for now. We got 7 chakras. 6 of them are in our body. One of them, the crown chakra, is above our head. And each chakra that we have has a different vibration in which it resonates. And each chakra that you have resonates in its own density. Some call them dimensions, its own realm per se. And there are thoughts that resonate and associate with that particular density, frequency, vibration, and that chakra. Now, everything has polarity. There's duality in everything. So there is the positive aspect of a density, and there's the opposite. There's the negative aspect of a density. So when you are out of balance, then you will more likely grasp and catch the negative aspects of that density. So a lot of people, especially nowadays, not everyone, but the collective, a lot of people resonate in their lower 3 chakras: the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus chakra. These lower 3 chakras mainly have to do with survival. So a lot of people aren't balanced in these chakras. You see, a lot of people are resonating in fear. A lot of people resonate in survival mode, in separation. A lot of people resonate in wanting to use their power against others. You see, they resonate in judgment. So a lot of people go about their day-to-day life thinking about how they're unbalanced in life, the things that are going wrong in their life. A lot of people go about their life thinking about how it's hard to pay their bills, or how they wish they had more money, or they're in judgment of others that they are around, you see. And these thoughts, the way in which you vibrate in life, attaching to these certain thoughts, begin to manifest in your reality. So the way in which these thoughts manifest in your reality is, first, you're vibrating at a certain vibration. Because of the vibration you're resonating at, you are mainly attuning and catching certain thoughts and ideas that coincide with that level of vibration of fear, doubt, worry, power over others, power over groups of people, whatever it may be, survival. And the ideas and thoughts that come drop in through the crown chakra. So these thoughts and ideas about people you see every day, maybe people you work with, maybe individuals in your life, maybe people or posts you see on social media, or maybe when you're at the grocery store shopping, whatever it may be, or it can even be circumstances. You get ideas and thoughts about your own circumstances you live in, and how it's inefficient, or how it's not happening for your highest good, or how you're afraid to go do this, or you're afraid to do that, or confront a certain person, or whatever the case may be, right? This thought, this idea drops in through your crown chakra, and then you catch it. Instead of being the observer and letting it pass and switching and moving your perception to something else, you catch it, you resonate with it, you start dwelling on it, you create a focused vision, a more dense, condensed vision of the idea or thought that just came into your mind. So now it moves down to the third eye. And now you've condensed the vision of this idea, and now it's dropped in the third eye. And now you have a more focused perception of this thought or idea, whether it's good or bad. And then once it goes to the third eye and you have more of a condensed vision of this idea or thought, you begin to shake it into reality by speaking about it. Now you're speaking to yourself, saying, do, or, forget this person, or maybe it's something great. Maybe you're like, oh man, this idea came in. I can see exactly how it's going to benefit my life. And then you start speaking it into reality and you're like, oh my gosh, I love this idea. My life is going to go great. I'm going to meet these people. You see, you begin to shake it into your reality. And the more that you begin to shake it into your reality, your heart activates because you begin to develop a real passion. You begin to put emotion into the idea, you see. So now it's dropping from the throat chakra, shaking into reality, into the heart where there's passion and emotion into it. And once there's enough passion, emotion into it, whether that be for good or bad, it drops into the solar plexus. And now you're using your will to get the thing done. Now, if that's in a good way, maybe you begin to write the music. Maybe you begin to get the equipment you need in order to follow through with this idea that you've created a vision out of, that you started to speak into existence, that now you've put passion and emotion to. So now you get the equipment you need in order to start to make this dream come true. Or if it's a negative thing, it does the same process, but now you're using your will to maneuver different. You're using your will to maneuver in a way in which you normally wouldn't because of this negative circumstance, you see. So it works both ways. So you start to put the actions into motion. And then as you begin to put these actions into motion, you get the equipment needed. You begin to write. You begin to reach out to the people that you want to reach out to try to make this vision come to reality. It drops down to the sacral chakra. And as it drops down to the sacral chakra, you begin to get creative. You begin to actually make it happen. And now you're walking the vision. Now you're beginning to walk the vision. You're beginning to get creative and pull and put things together and actually create it now. Now you're creating the video. Now you're creating the song, you see. And then it drops down to the root chakra. And when it gets to the root chakra, it now becomes grounded within your being. It's now not just a vision and a hope. It's a true belief that you have. And once it becomes grounded in your being is when it becomes grounded in your reality. And now you've just created the circumstance or the reality in which started as an idea that came in through your crown chakra and moved down through your chakra system until it came to reality and became grounded within your being, you see. And that's why we have to be cautious. We have to become the observer. We have to become aware of the thoughts we latch onto. We got to become aware of the thoughts that we grab and attach to. Because depending on the level in which you are vibrating, you may attach to a thought that isn't yours. It may be your neighbor's thought. It may be the person you're working with thought. You may be resonating on the same frequency bandwidth, and now you're receiving people's thoughts that aren't even yours, but you identify with it. It may be a thought from a thought form that is floating around the ethers because so many people in the collective have this same similar belief. So now a thought form is created. and it's being caught by you or another individual. You see, it may be a thought that spurs from your subconscious of a limiting belief or program that you've believed and been taught throughout your life. So it spurs from your subconscious. It's not truth, but you believe it because this is what you've been programmed. And then you run these same steps, you see. It may be a thought that springs from the realm of ever expanding good. It may be a thought that spurs from the quantum realm, the realm of infinite possibilities. So when you are resonating in your lower three chakras, your chakras of survival and power and procreation, or not even just procreation, but sex, when you are resonating in these lower three chakras, those are going to be the ideas and thoughts that you mainly receive, that you're mainly open to. You see, so many people want to reach their next best idea. So many people want to grasp their greatest idea that's going to change their life and help to change their family's life. You see, I do. But you cannot be a vibrational match for these ideas if you're constantly resonating in fear, doubt, worry, sex, survival. These things, yes, they are important, but it's important to resonate in survival in a balanced way. It's important to think about sex and act on those impulses when you want to, not let it control your life, not let it control the way you view the world. There's nothing wrong with sex. There's nothing wrong with needing to survive, but don't allow this vibration to be your dominant vibration, you see. These are our low animalistic nature. We're so much more. And when you begin to realize this, you begin to do the things to lift you out of the lower vibrations, our animalistic vibrations, the vibrations of fear, doubt, and worry, past and future, past and future. And you allow yourself to move up to the heart by doing things you love, by being grateful, you see. When you're grateful for what you have, when you're grateful for the beauty that is all around you, when you're grateful for your car, when you're grateful for the bed you get to sleep in, when you're grateful for the talents that you have, and you're grateful for your place of work, when you're grateful for life, you see, you begin to tap into your heart. You begin to tap into your heart. You begin to move out of the lower three chakras and you begin to lift your vibration. And then when you mix gratitude with doing things that you love, with getting exercise, with eating better, when you combine these things, your vibration raises, you see. You start to become a more vibrational match for greater ideas, for greater insights, for a higher perspective, higher perception of your life, a higher perception of the things that you're able to view and capture and become aware of, you see. Now you're not just aware of ways in which your life is not going the way you would like to see, but now you're aware of the beauty and the possibilities that are all around you and the directions in which you could be going. In order to change your life, you got to shift your perspective from the things that are wrong to the possibilities that are right, to the possibilities that are infinite, that you can align to. And as you begin to have this gratitude, as you begin to do the things you enjoy, if you don't know what that is, you begin to experiment, you get curious, you ask yourself, what is it that I like to do? What is it that I used to like to do as a child? And you begin to try things new. You begin to become aware of an aspect of yourself that you didn't know before. If you've always been the same person your whole life, you've always resonated in the same chakras and had the same vibration and resonated with the same thoughts, then there's an aspect of you that you don't even know. And oh man, it's beautiful, y'all. It's beautiful. And that aspect of yourself that you don't know, that resonates high and that is living the best life that you want to live, is already living. It's waiting for you to lift up and unite with it. It is already trying to guide you. You see, it sends you thoughts and ideas to help you to get there. But how can you hear it? How can you be a vibrational match for it if you're resonating down here and it's way up here? So as You lift your vibration. As you practice gratitude, you begin to resonate in love. When you start to resonate in love and you resonate in your heart, your throat chakra instantly becomes available to you. Not saying it won't take a little practice to make yourself available to receive the thoughts and ideas, but once you're in your heart's a portal to the higher dimensions. Your throat chakra instantly becomes available to you, you see. So what that means is now you'll be able to be open and receptive to the guidance that is trying to come through to you, whether that be your future self, your higher self, thoughts, ideas, the heart mind of the infinite, angels and guidance, star beings. You see, our thoughts flow from the ethers, from the astrals, from higher realms, or not even just higher, but non-physical realms, let's say. And as they make their way and seed through your crown and implant in your mind, you have a choice. Is this thought for your highest good? Is this thought going to help you expand and grow? Is this a thought that's going to help you to create a reality of harmony, peace, joy, abundance, love, and prosperity? If it's not, you have the free will. You have the choice to let it go. Instead of focusing on a thought that may not even be your truth, instead of focusing and identifying with a thought that may be a neighbor's thought, it's something they're thinking of and you think it's yours because you don't know how to tell the difference. You ask yourself, is this mine? Is this thought mine? Is this idea mine? Does this thought or idea resonate with me? And if it doesn't, you have the power to let it go. Whew. Let it go. It's simple, but it ain't always easy. But it's fully in your hands. It's in your control. You let it go and then begin to think about what you do want in your life. Begin to think about the things you would love to see happen in your life instead. Begin to imagine and put your energy instead of towards an illusion and a lie called fear. Begin to put it onto the parts of your life that you would like to see grow in a beautiful way. Begin to imagine what you would like to see instead of the circumstances you are living. Don't focus on the negative parts of your life. Focus on the things you would like to see those parts become. And yes, I know we're in the physical world. We can't ignore our problems. I'm not saying that, but there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time to focus on those things and you focus on how you can improve them, but you don't dwell on these negative aspects all day. That is how you create more of it. I'm telling you. A lot of things I learned through experience, through my own guidance, through living life. I've created beautiful circumstances in my life and I've created the most terrible ones that I would perceive. And I can see how it all began in here. It all began with a limiting belief in myself, distorted thinking, limited perception. I'm not perfect. This human form is not perfect. Or maybe it is. I don't know. So I have a lot to grow. But maybe all the perfections in life make it perfect as a whole. Anyways, just a little food for thought. something that I've experienced in my own life, downloads that have come through, perspectives that have become known to me through raising my vibration, raising my frequency, beginning to resonate in my higher chakras, my heart, my throat, my third eye, and my crown, becoming available to new ideas and perspectives. And I'm just so happy to be able to share a bit of that with y'all. So thank you for tuning in. I love you all so much. Peace.